This is the last video, the final video in the series. The first one was the mindset that sells 100K coaching offers. The second was create sellable 100K coaching offers. The third, why clients buy 100K offers. The fourth one was they will create objections. You will attract objections if you don't do this. And today, we're going to talk about why clients say yes powerfully to high-ticket coaching offers in whatever amount that you say you're worthy of receiving. So we've talked about the 3 levels of trust. We dove into the first level of trust, which is know, like, and trust, and explain what each of those means and how it matters for sales. We talked about self-trust in the last video, and in this video, we're going to talk about the most important trust that 99% of women coaches do not have, do not support the client to get when they're in a sales conversation or in their messaging or in the packaging of a high-ticket coaching offer. And what is that trust? It's supporting the client to trust herself. See, here's what we get wrong about high-ticket sales. It's not selling an expensive offer. High-ticket sales is a client making a decision about something. And then she's going to make that decision mean something about her. That's all it is. It's a bunch of decisions the client gets to make. And then she gets to feel some kind of way about those decisions. And then she's going to make it mean something about her. When a client comes into a high-ticket sales conversation or is listening to your messaging, there's one thing that needs to be in the messaging and in the natural high-ticket sales conversation. Remember that your client is just like you and me. And what we think sometimes is that because people have money or they can afford or are willing to create the resources or be resourceful to invest in a 100K offer or 250K offer, we think money means they're smart. Money means they're confident. Money means that they're wise. Just because a person has money does not mean anything other than their money can solve money problems. That's all money means. It solves money problems. That's it. It doesn't make them happier, wealthier, richer, more beautiful. It doesn't do any of those things. It just solves money problems. We forget that. Because again, we're distracted by the money, which distracts us from our life's work. Because the number is so big to us. No, forget the numbers. It's like your age, it means nothing. So how do we do the trust? When the client comes in and the doctor has told her she can't have a baby, she cannot have a baby. Or when a client comes in, has lost 100 pounds, the weight came back, and she's looking for a way to lose the weight for good so that she can live the life that she wants. Or when she has been married 3 times, divorced 3 times, and wants to be in a relationship again and is judging herself for her past, and she comes into you. All she has is money, or is willing to create it. There's a lack of confidence that she has. There's a feeling of judgment she has around herself because she hasn't yet done the thing that she wants the most in her life. Remember, this is what is most valuable to her, what she cares about the most, what matters to her the most, and what is most important to her. And she hasn't done it yet. Or she's done it and it didn't work. So there's something inside of her that is saying, but am I even worthy of this? Will I ever have it? I don't even know if I deserve it. Maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe it's not for me. And we overlook that and start to sell. So I'm listening to a sales conversation and I identify the moments that the client paused, hesitated, had a nervous laugh, and the coach did not ask the clarifying question that would have supported the client to trust herself, to be confident enough to say yes or no powerfully. Every time the client doesn't trust herself, no matter how much she trusts you, if she doesn't trust herself, the answer will always be no. How do you make the client trust herself? How do you support the client to know that you are on her winning team? That you get it? That you understand where she has been, where she wants to go, and you know exactly what she knows the outcome can do for her. It's in your messaging. And it's in the way of your being in the sales conversation. Actively listening. And not just asking better questions. Any monkey can do that. It's asking the clarifying questions when her tonality and body language demand you to. It's doing the thing that's uncomfortable because you don't care if she says no to you. But your job here is to make her, support her, to guide her to trust herself, to say powerfully a yes or no to herself. Because it has nothing to do with you closing the sale. It has everything to do with the moment that you were created for, this moment that God has put in your life for you to support this client and allow her to see who God says that she is. In that sales conversation, when she trusts herself, she might decide, oh my gosh, I don't need to lose 100 pounds to love myself. I love myself today. When her mindset shifts that way in the sales conversation, the coaching relationship is a whole different level. But when she comes in thinking, oh, you're going to save me with this losing 100 pounds, it's a whole different kind of victim conversation and victim mentality in the coaching relationship. But when she trusts herself to know that God promised me this baby, I will have this baby with or without you. She trusts herself. She will confidently discern if your outcome and result is what is going to get her that baby, support her to have the baby, or whether she needs to say yes, no to you and move along to the person that will support her. Remove yourself from the yes conversation and put yourself into the I am on your winning team conversation. I want you to trust yourself so that you're confident enough to say the thing that you haven't told anyone else. To say the thing that you're thinking, that you've been afraid to confront, which is why you haven't yet lost the way, found the love of your life, become the person that you want to be, or have the marriage that you deserve. Trust yourself. It starts with the minute that you midwife the gift, how you speak to them, how you package it, how you position that offer. Most importantly, how you message and who you show up and be in the sales conversation outside of money and a yes. Simply being the servant of God in you to focus exclusively on her and guide her to trust herself, to co-create the thing that she says she wants the most in her life. She will always say yes when she discerns that this is what she wants, and you can give it to her. And let me know how this series has landed for you.